Hello and welcome back, fellow Vooperians, and the greatest update just dropped for Space Simulation Toolkit. So let me go over what's changed and why it absolutely changes the game. And not even as like a figure of speech, it literally changes the game. The developer just added the feature where you can now make it so that materials get heated by pressure. So this is under the Cosmos menu. You'll notice CDE heat and the CDE heat multiplier. The gravity in the center of this simulation is crushing the stone, causing it to heat up, become lava, and then emerge out, and it is just amazing. Like, now you don't have to stick a sun into your planet. The heat makes it much further, and look at the convection and the plate being pulled down in. And I went ahead and turned up the density of stone, and you can really see how the sand is coming to the top, creating this kind of dirt layer over the planet, and then the stone is slowly being formed as it oozes out of the core. I'm not sure why it's like mostly on the upper right. Like, we got a cold side in the planet and a hot side. I think that's just because that's the direction it began in. But as time goes on, I'm just super excited to see. Let's let this simulation play out, see what happens. I mean, this is awesome. What we're getting here actually looks a lot like the lava and activity you get in the real world. You get this kind of sticky, goopy lava that kind of flies out, flings out, and then forms this brand new stone, which then comes in, falls back into the center, and the process just repeats. And it's funny that the sand is just kind of going along with it. Doesn't care. Some of it's getting pulled into the center, but man. All right, not only do we get this awesome effect, but asteroids now actually function. Like, if you chuck an asteroid at something, it's going to create heat and destruction. I mean, we gotta do it for science, right? Let's see how this goes. Oh man, this is just amazing. All right, ready? Look at that, the heat. Oh! Oh man, the entire planet just, oh, look at those shockwaves. This ocean is still fine though. It created a lot of heat, which really, the core just heated a lot, and well, the sand coming out. There's so much sand. So much sand everywhere. Yeah, that messed up the planet a little bit, but it's all cyclical. So the cycle should mean that, you know, eventually it'll cool down again and calm down. It's just going to be a little bit bigger now because it got the material. And look, the rain is falling down after having cooled down in space, and it's actually cooling down the surface a bit and forming oceans. Wow, look at this glacier. Oh, that's a big glacier considering what's going on in the rest of the world. Oh man, look at that very angry lava just spewing out and forming new stone. This is gonna create a brand new tectonic plate. It's all gonna become stone as it cools down. This is so cool to watch. I hope you guys agree. This update may actually be the best thing that's ever happened. There are two other updates that just dropped as well, so I need to make videos on those. But like, this one is the most immediate, like, I think you guys are going to love this. So I'm showing you it first. There was an update to the biology and stuff as well, so obviously we're gonna go over that. But look at the, it's just so good. It's so good. It just became so easy by tweaking a few settings to create these just really awesome simulations of planets. Like, look at this. Look at this activity. We got the lava fighting with the ocean, the glaciers flying, the core of the planet just heating up as we get all of this gravity crushing it in together. This is literally... I could do this for hours and hours, and I hope you guys can see just how much fun I'm having just tweaking this. I think that the heat caused here might be because of the reason the top here is less sandy. I think it could be because of temp H. I'm gonna set temp. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I just did. I don't know what H does. Oh well. Temp H, I'm gonna turn to 0 to see if that fixes it, because that changes the temperature based on height, which could explain why the top is hotter, but I feel like it would be the opposite effect. Who knows? Who knows? Well, look at that. I do wish there was a little bit less sand. Oh, wow. That was a huge... Whoa. Whoa. The mantle just opened up there. It's boiling away the oceans. I wonder if we could get some life to form on here. I mean, we've definitely got a source of heat, and we can actually add a second source of heat as well, which is we can actually put a sun down. Like, we can put a proper sun, which I'll put right over here, and then that sun should actually, yeah. So this sun is actually going to heat up the surface of the planet wherever the sun is facing, which is kind of neat. Help a little bit with the ice age that's going on. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yep, that tiny change. That tiny change was enough to get it moving. Look at that. Look at that. We got tectonic movement. There we go. The top is actually splitting and becoming a spot for formation. And then the bottom over here, we got the plate being pulled in. Oh my god. This is so awesome. Only issue being that it's getting a little bit hotter than I want it to, so I'm going to turn the heat multiplier down even further to try to calm this down. It's kind of neat the ocean comes over and cools it down, though, as it gets to this point. I do not know if this is actually being effective. It does appear that the increased gravity is causing the planet just completely eat itself. So we'll turn the heat multiplier even lower. Come on. You can do it. You can balance. You can balance. I like how this side, the ocean, is just fine. Doesn't care. It's like, oh well. The rest of the planet has become a giant angry blob, but I'm fine. It happens. The last few glaciers are melting. This is literally global warming. Al Gore warned us about this. Okay. We can try turning temp 0 down to cool down the surface more quickly. That's strategy number 2. There we go. The outside is now starting to cool a bit. Good. I was getting a little worried there. The ocean is starting to reform. Okay. Alright, guys, I tried to figure out plant. We're gonna leave that for another time. But let's look at some of the other things in this new version with this impact heating simulation. And let's end this off with, you know, a massive asteroid made of metal, because I wanna push this to its limits. This is going to be a very, actually, how heavy is metal? Oh, it's only 4? Okay, let's increase that to much more than stone. All right, 20. All right, now we're gonna see a real collision. Oh, it's already getting, like, elongated from the gravity. Very fun. Very fun. This is gonna be massive, and it's going to absolutely destroy everything in its path. That's my guesstimate. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, it's heating up much less than I expected. Oh, wait, but when it hits the core... Oh, man. Whoa, that just supercharged the core. Like, seriously supercharged the core, because the core is way more massive and way more condensed now. It's a way more effective material at heating than stone. Whoa, and it hasn't even made it to the center of the core. It just got kind of stuck on the edge of the planet, and now it's just spewing out all of that heat. Holy moly. I mean, yeah, the metal is slowly making its way to the center, but that asteroid impact is actually causing the entire surface to get covered in lava. Look at it go. Pretty realistic. I mean, a major impact like that would definitely cause a ton of heat that would melt the surface, so you can definitely see the effect of it. Oh wow, look at it just get swallowed. Let it get absolutely swallowed. This material is super hot, 7,000 degrees. That's come up to the surface. All right, we're gonna have to see what happens here. The entire planet just absolutely got liquefied from that impact. I mean, the amount of energy released. We do have some cold spots, but they're getting sucked in and melted. Look at the convection. If you zoom out, you can really kind of see that shape, kind of the mushroom cloud shape that forms. It's really moving. The addition of liquid metal and that additional mass differential has really gotten it moving. And it's cooling down now after the impact. It's cooling down, and we should soon, along with the rain that's falling down. There you go. A crust is starting to form again. Very slowly, we're getting a crust. There's a lot of rain, a lot of water falling from the sky, and that's really helping this along. Look at that. All pieces of crust are forming. They're getting larger. They are definitely getting larger. I'm just gonna try to keep the screen stable so you guys can really see what's happening here. After that impact, the heat from it was absolutely intense, but over time, it's cooling down. And now we're starting to get the formation of a brand new planet, pretty much reborn. Now, the metal should technically be in the center because it's the most massive. And then we should just get stone on the outside. And look, the stone on the outside is actually cooling down very rapidly. And it's almost to the point where liquid water can survive on the surface. This is an incredibly fast rebirth of a planet. And it's all made possible by this update. Like, this would take so much effort to do in the previous version. Look at it go. All right. I wonder if this is like the stable point for it, or if it's going to continue to cool down. It might cool down a little bit further. I definitely see at the very top and towards the left, it's getting some cold zones. But that core is still very angry. You know, that added density from that metal has definitely played a part. And the entire thing's also gotten larger. Although the planet getting larger does mean that it has to spread the heat over a greater area. So all these factors play in. You can see the metal all mixed throughout the stone. Wow, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful simulation of an impact. I can't really ask for anything more than that. Except maybe figuring out how plant works. I'm sure SST in the comments will explain how plant works and how I can get it to grow, and it's just I'm being stupid. All right, look at that. Other than a few earthquakes, this has gotten pretty stable. The temperature at the edge is like 20. Yeah, definitely a temperature where water can survive. Towards the bottom, the hotter part, it's at like 120. Ironically, all the water is falling on the bottom of the planet. It's not getting even rain across the whole thing. And it actually looks like the hot spot is moving towards the top. How interesting. It's expanded a lot too from the lava becoming stone. This has gotten a lot bigger. I've kept the screen in the same position. It's just the planet has expanded. And now we're starting to get actual formation of proper little ocean. It's not super thick yet, but there's a lot of water falling out of the sky that would love to call this planet home. And it is coming really quickly. Look at all of the water coming back. All of the water that was ejected from that blast is all returning, making a beautiful cycle. Honestly, I think this looks way better now. That impact, I think, mixing that metal in did a lot of good. And some little explosions. Some little explosions of lava. Wow. Such a cool game. Such a cool game. I'm gonna add a little bit of water just to speed up the process. I know, terrible Spike Viper is so impatient. I know, you'd go watch another YouTuber if any other YouTuber actually made videos on this game. They should. They should. Probably kill my channel, but they should. It deserves it. It deserves the attention. There we go, look at that! We actually got like a pole of the planet that's just frozen. And then, oh, look at the tsunamis being created. Look at this wave going down through. Whoosh. Oh, man. The activity in the core of this planet is just violent. Very violent. But it's a good-looking planet. This update's just excellent. Excellent all the way around. Alright guys, thank you for watching my video on this update. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see next time. And join Valor.gg if you want to talk to other people who are playing this game and share ideas for what to do next. And the sky's the limit. Let me know what your ideas are. I've got some good stuff coming up, so just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Awesome 2. Very awesome. Boogaloo.